Hi Taurus, how are you guys doing? This is such an interesting read today. It's not going to be long. The thing is, oh gosh, she's screaming. I love her, but she's loud. I'm sorry. So, listen, the thing is, I get this feeling of you just sitting back and watching the events of your life from like a third person or an outsider perspective, kind of like a voyeur or something like that. Or it's kind of like you guys are up on some type of a perch, just looking down and looking at how the events of your life have unfolded. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but sometimes when we take a step back and we view things differently, we gain all the insights. We see like the perceptions. Hindsight is 2020, and then that's when we give ourselves the tools, the keys, the resolve to just, solve whatever the issue is and move forward. And that's what's presented to me with this Knight of Cups energy right here. Look at this depiction. Homeboy is flying off that tightrope. He's not even walking on it. It's like he's floating on that cloud behind. So this is you guys right here with the Knight of Cups, that Three of Swords, that Five of Coins, Three of Coins, and the Star card. It's kind of like you saw, okay, you're seeing, and you're looking from a place of being healed. You're seeing the hurts, you're seeing the what's that word, you're seeing the hurts, you're seeing the deception, you're seeing what was done, what you felt, what you went through, okay, between the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, where at some point you felt like you didn't have a place, you didn't have a space, you didn't have a voice. You were just feeling, and you went from that to working it through, finding some part of you to love you, to take care of you, to push forward, to heal. Okay, Star card. That's where you went. That's where you're coming from, and that's where you went. So you guys are actually healed, and it seems as though you're looking back or looking at the recent events more. You're not attached to it anymore, so to speak. The Fool card, new starts, new adventures, new path. If you wanted to give something another chance, you set out on that footing only to have it wiped out from underneath you with the Tower card, Five of Wands, Four of Wands here, at this Five of Cups. Basically, if you had wanted to try something again or go off in a different path with someone else, it could even be work or whatever, where you were daring, willing, and courageous to give this thing a chance. Too many people again, too many conflicting emotions, conflicting ideas. Could have been co-workers, could have been friends, could have been family, could have been more of the same drama, to where the Four of Wands, which is supposed to be the happiness, it wasn't sustained, it wasn't sustainable, it didn't last. That left you with that Five of Cups energy, the misery, the regret, the grief, the depression, the sadness, the heartache. And I don't need to go on with all these adverbs, adjectives, pronouns, and all that good stuff. So that's where you were. Where you are right now, Taurus, and I love this guy right here. He's like, I wish a mother effer would try me. Matter of fact, he even wants this guy, the Six of Wands, to move out of the way so he can throw that knife right here at one of these people down there. He's trying to have his back. All right, this is the Seven of Wands guy, and he's not having it. If you want to get to what's behind him, you really got to go through him and that hammer first, that mallet first, that whatever that big tool in his hand is first. And this Knight of Swords got his back right here. He's like, let me at him. All right, it's a whole lot of stabbing and cutting going on. And do you know why? The Emperor is here. Emperor energy. Aries. If you're a military person, you have ties with the government, you could be a city worker or someone with that type of profession, something like that, discipline, uniform wearer, those type of fields or whatever. If this is a work situation, he's in charge. This is you taking control of your feelings, that Seven of Wands, you're taking control of your feelings. You're also controlling your words. The Knight of Swords, he brings news and everything else, but he's still about communication. The Six of Wands is you knowing what to say, knowing who to speak to, and knowing when to speak. Discipline, okay? And at the end of the day, you're good. Nine of Coins. You're good by yourself. You have yourself. You're firm and in charge. So whatever it is that you went through, whatever it was that went down, or whatever, you're kind of like just looking back at it now with that SMH type of a mentality, like just shaking my head. You got over that hurt. You got over that grief. And what you have here, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. I'll tell you one thing, you learned. You learned. Nobody else is going to step to you with the BS because they're going to get that real quick. Page of Swords. All right. Ace of Swords. They're going to get the slick side of your tongue. Page of Swords is also, you know, communication. It's text messages. It could be, you know, news and stuff like that. So for some of you with the ace right here and the Wheel of Fortune, it could be something to do with paperwork or legalities. It could be a type of an opportunity. Maybe you might have found something in the newspapers. You might have come across like an old email or something that contains vital information. It could have been an email, or like you found an old text that was like a receipt, quote unquote receipt. So when somebody was giving you the Three of Swords energy, you actually just opened your eyes and realized you had the proof right in front of you. Things of that nature. What else? Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Could also be an invitation to go somewhere, like an actual formal invitation to go somewhere, simply because we have Eight of Wands and the Chariot. So it could be you even at this point right now, just looking in the newspaper or looking online. I don't know if people still read newspapers, but it could be you seeing, hey, look, there's a sale at Macy's today. You know what? I'm on it. I'm kind of like bored in the house. Let me just get out and go. It could be something as simple as that. Just news, forward movement, travel, positive travel, good travel. This is you just breaking up the monotony and getting out of the house, Taurus. You know what I mean? Because you're good. And it's a beautiful day outside. So you're going to go and reward yourself with some of the energy of the sun. You're going to go spend some of that hard-earned money that you make on yourself, you know, something like that. But you're going out. This is you guys getting out, because you're not going to sit in the house and be stuck with these memories and all that other stuff. If anything, it looks like you're finally putting the past to rest. Okay, so good for you guys, Taurus. Short reading. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.